On the list, from snow to sequester, what you might be facing if you're traveling this week. A struggling store hoping to find success. How you can save even more on top of their discounts. Plus, baby goats invading this retirement home. It's Tuesday, March 5th, 2013, and you're on the list. At number 1 on the list of stories everyone's talking about, in like a lion, all right. Spring is just a few weeks away, but don't tell that to people in Chicago and the Northeast. A big storm has canceled hundreds of flights, and drivers are being asked to stay off the roads. That's, of course, not stopping some children from enjoying their snow day.
Hi, I'm Maddie Wasserman, and I want the list to know I'm loving the snow in Chicago.
The storm could bring snow and rain as it moves up the East Coast. At number 2, travel trouble? Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano claims that you're going to feel the pain of recent budget cuts at airports. She said the delays began over the weekend with lines as much as 150 to 200% longer at TSA checkpoints. But we've called around and haven't heard of any. I talked with travel blogger Matthew Klint via Skype. In your experience and in your travels, what are you seeing and what are you hearing? Are there delays at airports?
So far, I haven't experienced any delays. I've read about delays coming through borders and such in New York, but I traveled through 3 airports over the weekend, through Newark and through 2 airports in Los Angeles, and it was business as usual for me.
That doesn't mean air travel won't be affected sometime in the future, perhaps. Furlough notices to air traffic controllers, customs, and TSA workers are expected to go out this week, but as time goes on, you can check to see wait times for security checkpoints through the TSA website. You can find a link on thelistshow.tv. At number 3, the mother of all sunburns. Now that her legal worries are over, the New Jersey woman known as Tan Mom says it's time for a vacation. Patricia Krentzel came under fire last year when she was accused of bringing her daughter with her into the tanning booth. The criminal case against her has been dropped. Now she's headed somewhere hot, where she says she can fry like bacon.
At number 4, Martha Stewart. She's so particular about her muffins and her linen. Bit more loosey-goosey when it comes to the law.
Martha Stewart will take the stand in New York State Supreme Court today. She is at the center of a legal battle between Macy's and JCPenney. At issue, whether Stewart breached her exclusive contract when she signed a deal that opened shops inside most of JCPenney's stores. Macy's has been selling Stewart's products since 2007 and is trying to stop sales inside JCPenney stores. JCPenney has other problems beyond this legal battle. Connor Knighton will have those later in the show. At number 5, Bambino Bamboozle. The story of a young mother who agreed to have her baby named through the website Belly Ballot was all a hoax. The website's owner confessed to Today Moms that the 28-year-old woman is an actress who is not pregnant, and it was all a publicity stunt. Very funny. And now you are caught up and clued in on the top of the list.
Congratulations! You're a mother!
Now time for Tuesday Smiles with punchlines in the news.
Elizabeth II, the Queen, was released from hospital today after being treated for a stomach virus. Now, she did not speak to the press, but when reached for comment, Prince Charles said, "So close."
Dennis Rodman visited North Korea. Dennis Rodman visited North Korea, yeah. Dennis Rodman said that he came back, he said President Obama should call North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Unfortunately, President Obama was busy discussing Iran's nuclear capabilities with Scottie Pippen.
Bring the oil to a boil, because the QB's craving Mickey D's. I'm craving a lozenge. Pop culture, steaming up your windows on the hot list.
Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco just became the highest paid NFLer in history with a $120.6 million contract. And where'd the Golden Boy go for his Diamond Hot celebration? The Golden Arches, of course. Joe dug deep, opening with a 10-piece McNuggets meal, add in fries and iced tea, and he just took a $7 bite out of his $29 million signing bonus. Keep it at a simmer, Joe. Next, get ready for a trip back to Oz.
There's no place like home.
To us, there's no place like Oz. And now James Franco, Mila Kunis, and Michelle Williams are turning up the gas jets with a prequel called Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Are you the great man we've been waiting for? Come with it.
Movie fan excitement is over the rainbow. Insiders are predicting a weekend take of $80 million. Finally, an Oz who won't tell you hazelnuts help prevent bone loss.
I just don't feel the same without it.
And finally, casting call needed. 2 housewives must be rich, or at least, rich enough to fake it. Attention-starved, married to a semi-famous guy, and willing to air out your first world problems on TV.
You know how I know her? I saw her naked in Playboy. That's how I know Faye.
2 of the hottest Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Camille Grammer and Adrienne Maloof, are calling it quits. Dry your hot tears on the hot list.
Cell phones are getting more tricked out every day, but you've never seen anything like this. Here's your list of cells going swanky on the Fabulist. First up, this offering from the Canadian company Mobiato. Their phones are perfect for the jet set because they're made from aircraft aluminum and ceramics. Inside and out, this communication station puts on the Ritz with crystal keys, diamond-coated scratch-resistant screens, and stunning finishes. It's a must-have for rock stars, Wall Street winners, and anyone else who wants to plunk down almost $2,500 on a cell phone. Next, the VIP in black diamond, encrusted with 2 diamonds. Talk about ridiculous. Only 5 a year are made. It's yours for just $300,000. This or a house? This or a house? Next, the Nokia Virtu Ti puts the grand in grandiose, $9,000. It's made of titanium grade 5 and it claims to have the best speakers of any cell phone.
The screen is made of sapphire crystal and there's even a ruby embedded in this button.
Plus, you can get it in alligator skin. What a crock. And finally, who needs 4Gs when you've got 120 carats? Meet Goldfish the Million. For $1.3 million, this handcrafted cell phone is made from 18-karat white gold and mounted with over 2,000 diamonds totaling 120 carats. It also has a little secret compartment, so you can hold the crack you must be on if you bought this thing. Sadly, as with any phone, you'll want an upgrade in 6 months. But for now, you're communicating in style on the Fabulist.
Recipe for a YouTube win. You take a Taylor Swift song, add goats, Nicolas Cage, or even the sound of a paper towel dispenser. It is so good, we had to name it. Swifting, it's what's trending.
Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble is currently number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. And now we'd like to introduce you to some spoofs. First, let's get animalistic. Goats and rabbits are swifting too. If you're thinking to yourself, man, what if Swift collaborated with a paper towel dispenser? Jackpot. Drying your hands will never be the same.
Next, Nicolas Cage. He's known for his acting, his overacting, and now his swifting.
That's Nick sporting a beard of bees in Wicker Man. And here's Dumb and Dumber with the most annoying version of swifting ever. Last but not least, Arrested Development is coming back, so here's the matriarch swifting. Swifting, it's what's trending.
Goats really aren't the first animals you think of when it comes to pet therapy, but now they can be added to the list thanks to some kids in Oklahoma. Studies have shown that time spent with animals can lower blood pressure, reduce pain, and even improve heart health. As Shaq Shackelford discovered, they can also make a huge difference in attitude.
Most therapy animals are dogs or cats, but not at the healthcare community in Bristow, Oklahoma. They are getting their goats. 3 of them, Bronson, Damon, and Lucky.
This crazy old girl.
5-week-old baby goats in diapers that the retirement home is now helping raise.
Jump around and play.
I think I won.
I think he's so cute.
Is he a lover or a fighter?
He's a lover.
I think he's ornery.
Relax your arm back down.
An employee at the center raises goats on her farm. But these 3 babies needed constant one-on-one attention they weren't getting from their mama goat.
So she brought him up here and the residents kind of fell in love with him. They've kind of become the babies of the community and they love the attention, I think. And
Lucky. Your name's Lucky.
Mrs. Lucky.
It's not just about cuddling. Public Relations Director Heather Berryhill says the 3 goats are helping the resident buck what's known as the 3 plagues of the elderly: loneliness, helplessness, and boredom.
So this is a way that they can kind of still take care of something and show love.
All it takes is a little motherly instinct that a lot of folks here haven't put to use in quite a while.
You want down there then and play? Don't chew on my clothes.
The goats' therapeutic services aren't free. The residents return the favor with everything from petting and playtime to bottle feedings and diaper changes. So while I don't know about a future in tennis, at least for now, these little guys have scored a perfect match.
They kind of both need each other, I think.
For The List, I'm Shaq Shackelford.
A struggling store striving to make a comeback. How you can take advantage of these great deals. Plus, nothing says I love you like... Next on The List.
A billion reasons of success. This is the list of the world's top billionaires.
The list is online. Exclusive stories, incredible photos, the hottest viral videos. Get caught up and clued in at thelistshow.tv.
This week is the 40th anniversary of the Iditarod, and dogs and mushers are forging their way through the Alaskan winter. It began in Anchorage and will end 1,000 miles away in Nome. So let's take a look at the world's longest sled dog race by the numbers. Unforgiving conditions can include blizzards, sub-zero temperatures, and gale force winds that drive the wind chill to 100 below zero. Brr. The fastest winning time ever was set in 2011 by John Baker with a time of 8 days, 19 hours. Slowest winning time? Carl Huntington in 1974. He did it in 20 days, 15 hours. In 1985, Libby Riddles became the first woman to win the race. Susan Butcher later won it 4 times. Sled dogs are able to run up to 12 miles per hour for hundreds of miles. Pound for pound, they can pull twice as much weight as horses. They're also easier to dress up on Halloween. This year, 65 teams of 16 dogs each are competing for a first prize of $50,000 and a pickup truck. That's more than 1,000 dogs total, and that is a lot of Alpo. The closest finished? 1978, when the nose of Dick Mackey's lead dog crossed 1 second before Rick Swenson's. There are 2 routes, the northern route in even-numbered years and southern route in odd-numbered years. Congress designated the Iditarod a National Historic Trail in 1978. Enjoy the fact that you're in a warm house as you hear about Iditarod by the numbers.
They were once iconic brands, but now are struggling for survival. Bookseller Barnes & Noble, camera and film company Eastman Kodak, and Research in Motion, the maker of BlackBerry. Now another famous company is making news by losing customers, JCPenney. As Connor Knighton tells us, plans to save the department store went very wrong. Connor, what's the deal?
Everyone loves a sale. JCPenney found that out the hard way. In January of 2012, JCPenney decided to shift their focus away from sales and instead push everyday low prices. Didn't work. Their recently announced fourth quarter results were dismal, and the stock price has plummeted over the past year.
You know, these shops really do represent our future.
CEO Ron Johnson, who used to work for Apple, had a theory. Apple hardly ever offers sales, and people love their products and flock to their stores. True. But apparently customers don't see iPads and blouses the same way. Compared to last year, sales dropped 31%. So, sales are back. Last week, Johnson said he learned JCPenney's target customer, quote, prefers a sale. At times, she loves a coupon. And always, she needs a reference price. So much of shopping is psychology. Reference price means showing what something used to cost or what it costs elsewhere. For example, JCPenney stock used to cost around $40 a share. Now it's less than $20. Maybe that's not the kind of sale they had in mind. JCPenney is still pushing its store-within-a-store setups, featuring brands like Liz Claiborne and Levi's denim bars, but it's gonna have to win back some of its loyal customers. If you're still shopping at JCPenney, you can score some great deals by buying a gift card online first. Plastic Jungle is selling JCPenney gift cards for 25% off. They work like cash in store, so even if a product isn't on sale, you're still getting it for 25% less. Of course, you might want to use that card soon, just in case.
The demise of a company or a product doesn't mean it can't be resurrected, turning the world of tomorrow into the world of today on The Futurist. Remember all those radical vinyls you collected back when your hair was as mangled as a bird's nest? Now they can be forever young with the ILP, Digital Conversion Turntable. This spinster ain't no old maid. It has a built-in dock for your iPhone and iPad. Just lay down your moldy oldies, plug in your favorite iDevice, and give it a whirl. With the Ion LP app, no computer is needed. Up next, when I was a kid, the best video game systems were expensive and only played games, but not anymore. Take a look at this little cube of wonder and power. Kids K through 12 will crave this next item, and for $99, it's gonna be tough to say no. It's the Ouya, a next-generation video game console. Biggest selling point? Free samples on all its games. But keep in mind, this thing isn't just a toy. Like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox, this cool cube is also a home entertainment system, allowing you to stream music and movies from the internet and access your favorite apps like Facebook or Twitter. Sounds like a flash of the deep future, but it ships March 28th. Finally, after decades of controversy, FIFA, soccer's governing body, has a new way to keep score. It's the fourth system set in place to determine whether a ball has entered the goal. 14 high-speed cameras will determine for certain when there's a goal. Knocking the world of tomorrow through the goalposts on The Futurist.
Viralist.
Delivering brand new viral videos. First, bring it on. Look at 6-year-old B-girl Tara tearing up the dance floor. She's battling against all the B-boys, breaking out her best moves at an international dance competition in France. And check out this move. Next, it's all falling down. Last week, you saw the video of this insane canyon dive. Now, check out what happened when push came to shove. This girl was a little more than scared to make the 400-foot jump.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, Devin, not yet.
But her boyfriend was there for emotional support.
But you know, this will be the coolest single experience of your life.
I know, this is also the scariest thing I've ever done.
So countdown.
5,
I'm not gonna jump.
4, 3,
After countdown.
1, 0.
She really didn't seem to want to do it, so he gave her some motivation.
3, 2.
Lastly, hold your trunks. Watch little Navan the elephant getting dirty in the mud in North Thailand. Elephants love mud, especially this little guy. And actually, the dirty stuff acts as sunscreen, bug repellent, and a moisturizer for an elephant's sensitive skin. Cuteness in gigantic proportions on the viral list.
The seeds to eat. This is the list of the healthiest seeds you should add to your diet. We asked for your favorite late-night talk show host, and you answered. Jimmy Fallon is leading the pack, but Jon Stewart is gaining some ground. There's still time to vote for your favorite. Get on the List Facebook page and let your voice be heard.
Thank you so much for joining us on The List. Here's what we're working on for Wednesday.
Kid-proof your phone. How to make sure your little ones can't download costly apps. Plus, become a spring training pro. We're helping you hit a home run with your baseball friends. Tomorrow on The List.